Back to another video. I hope you are all doing great. As you know, we lost our entire amount on the previous compounding session, which was approx $12,000. In this video, we will recover that amount and aim for a profit. For those who are new here and want to join us, the link is in the description, and you can text us on Telegram at @bbinary support. Alright, as you can see, I have $10 in my account, and we will be doing 30-second trades. Let's find a trade on the OTC market in the 30-second chart frame for these trades. In this video, I'm using moving averages and support resistance levels. Let's start without wasting any time and find our first trade of the compounding session, or you can say our recovery session. Here we have a potential trade, but the candle movement was already down on Twitter OTC, so we will avoid that. On Netflix, we have a trade. If this candle gives us an entry near the moving average, we can try for an upside move. I got my entry and placed the trade for an upside move on Netflix OTC for $10. Exactly when I placed the trade, the candle was moving upward. This was a 30-second trade, so let's wait for the candle to close. Currently, the trade is in our favor with only a few seconds left, and we won our first trade of the compounding session. Now my balance has increased to $19. Let's find a trade for $19 in this compounding session. Here we have a trade on Facebook OTC. If this candle gives a good entry, we can try for an upside move. I got my entry and placed a trade for an upside move on Facebook OTC worth $19. Currently, the trade is in our favor. Here you can see a support level and a moving average, which is why I took this trade for the upside move. It looks like a good win. As you can see, with only a few seconds left, we won our second trade of the compounding session. Now my balance has turned into $36. Let's find a trade for $36 on the OTC market. In this video, I want to recover my previous loss of approximately $12,000. Therefore, I aim to make at least $20,000 to $24,000 in this compounding session. Okay, here we have a trade on McDonald's OTC. I got my entry and placed the trade for the upside move from the moving average. Here you can see a support level as well, which is why I took this trade. Currently, the trade is in our favor. This was another 30-second trade, and with only a few seconds left, the trade is still in our favor. At 25 EMA, the candle was taking support, and it's a win. We won another trade in this compounding session, and my balance has turned into $70. Let's find a trade for $70 on the OTC market. The candle was giving an entry, so I placed the trade for the upside move on McDonald's OTC, and I got a good entry. Here you can see the 50 EMA, and the trade is currently in our favor. Let's wait for the candle to close. We just need one solid green candle. With only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade as we only needed a green candle, and exactly from the support level, it became one. Now my balance has turned into $134. Let's find a trade for $134 in this compounding session. Here we have a trade on Alibaba OTC, and I placed the trade for a downside move, exactly from the 25 EMA. As you can see, there was a downtrend, and the candle was facing resistance from the 25 EMA. Currently, the trade is not in our favor, but let's see, we still have a few seconds left. It has come back, and now we won another trade. My balance has turned into $257. Let's find a trade for $257 on the OTC market for the 30-second time frame. We can try again on Alibaba, but we will avoid that as it was a risky trade. Okay, here we have a trade on Amazon OTC, and I placed the trade for the upside move. I got a slightly wrong entry, but no problem. This candle should turn into a solid green candle from the EMA 25. Let's see, currently the trade is in our favor with only a few seconds left, and it's a win. We won another trade in this compounding session. Now my balance has turned into $494, so let's find a trade for $494. If you want to earn with me, you can text us on Telegram at @BBinarySupport or visit our website binarytradingexpert.com. It's free of cost, just text us on Telegram and follow all the instructions. Alright, here we have a trade on Johnson & Johnson OTC, and I placed the trade for the upside move worth $494. The trade is currently in our favor. Here you can see a support level and the moving average EMA 25. That's why I took this trade for the upside move. With only a few seconds left, we won another trade in the compounding session. Now my balance has turned into $948. Let's find a trade for $948. Here we have a trade, and I placed the trade for the downside move on Alibaba OTC. I placed the trade near the moving average, but I got a wrong entry. No problem, the trade is currently in our favor. The candle was taking resistance from the moving average, leading to a downward movement, and the trade is in our favor. With only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade, and my balance has turned into $1,820. Let's find a trade for $1,820 on this OTC market for the 30-second time frame. Here we have a trade on Apple OTC, but I will place the trade if this candle gives entry near the moving average. I got an entry and placed a trade for the downside move on Apple OTC because there was a resistance level at the moving average. I know I took the wrong entry, but let's see. The candle is taking resistance exactly from the EMA 25 and EMA 50. The trade was not in our favor, but the candle has come back, and the trade is now in our favor. With only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade, and my balance has turned into $3,495. Let's find another trade for the compounding session. Here we have a trade on Visa OTC, and I placed a trade for the downside move worth $3,495 from the EMA 50. Here you can see a small resistance level and the EMA 50. That's why I took this trade for the downside move for 30 seconds. The trade is currently in our favor. The candle is falling from the resistance level and turning into a red candle. With only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade in this compounding session and my balance has turned into $5,976. We are close to our target, so let's see, we just need 2 or 3 more trades to achieve it. Here we have a trade for the upside move and I placed a trade for the upside move on Johnson & Johnson OTC. Exactly when I placed the trade, the candle was moving in our favor. This was a retracement trade, as you can see. The red candle closed above the moving average. That's why I took this trade. And with only a few seconds left, it's a win. We won another trade, and my balance has turned into $11,474. Now we just need 1 more trade. If a good trade comes up, I will place it. We are close to our target. Here we have a trade, and I placed a trade for the downside move on Citigroup OTC worth $11,473. The trade is currently in our favor. This was a 30-second trade. If you want more detailed explanations about moving average trades, you can text us on Telegram. And it's a win. We won our final trade and now my balance has turned into $22,029. We have recovered our previous loss and made a profit of $10,000. I hope you learned from this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment your thoughts about the videos. If you have any suggestions, you can comment down below. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Goodbye.